Hello, happy new year, everyone. So I am so excited. Can I just say hallelujah. I made it. How many of you out there can say you made it from, I don't know, not even just 2022 and beyond, but 2020 to 2023? I just want to give my testimonial, but first let me introduce myself. I'm Paula Denoncourt. I'm a holistic health coach. Um, I've been doing my business since 2010. I help people overcome illness such as food allergies, food sensitivities, autoimmune illnesses, and I do that with one-on-one coaching, group coaching, speaking engagements, and now my own TV show. So I'm excited to be here tonight and just share my testimonial and give you guys a few tips for 2023. I shared a few things on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, I believe. Doesn't matter. You can go back and watch that replay as well, but I'm going to add some additional things. I'm excited for 2023. I have some exciting things in store for all of you. I'm going to be adding some new digital ebooks, recipe books. I'm on a platform where we have a membership site, PP directory, which I'm excited about. We have some other holistic practitioners on that, so stay tuned for that. We'll all have like workshops and webinars and recipes and all kinds of holistic things going on, sleep remedies, so I'm excited about that. And I want you to make sure you like this YouTube channel, even if you're not watching it on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the Elevation TV Network YouTube channel. Give them some love. And then go over to my new YouTube channel, which I'll be sharing some more videos on. And that's under Enrich Your Health, ENRICHURHALTH. So if you don't know me, you've never seen me before, you've never seen any of the shows, please go back and watch some of the replays. I've had some amazing guests. What we do here is we have guests on, usually, maybe not every week, but usually that are overcoming an illness, or it can be emotional, it could be physical, it could be a practitioner, it could be a mom, a spouse, a child, whatever it might be that's going through an illness, and you're helping them get through it, and you're going to help the audience. We need you. I need you. We're doing some bookings going into 2023. I have a couple of people lined up. I'm really excited for them. One of them is in the deaf community, so I can't wait to have her on. Another one is on the autism spectrum, so can't wait to have their stories to share with all of you and just help everyone out there. So if you have a story that you're overcoming an illness and things that you're dealing with that, we need to hear your story. What's your diet been like? Who the practitioners you've been going to? What has your experience been with doctors? So, and you out there, if you're a doctor or a nurse or an apostle, a pastor, we need your miracle stories. We need stories, just whatever, Western medicine stories, herbal stories. What kind of herbs did you use? And then full disclosure, anything said on this show is not meant to treat, cure, heal any illness. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So with that, like I said, I'm really excited to have made it to 2023. I don't know about you. There's a lot going on out in the world. We just don't know day to day what's coming. Is it, could it be an illness will strike us, or, lots of people going through weather catastrophes. Right now, the South is dealing with some tornado activity. California is dealing with flooding they've never had. Buffalo dealt with the snow and the blizzards that they've never seen before. Lots of people have been losing their lives due to illness, due to weather catastrophes, due to, unbelievable things that are just going on all around us. So I just thank God that I am still here. I thank God for you still being here. You wouldn't be watching me. So I wanted to come on tonight. I want you to celebrate with me and then just help get you set up for the coming year. Now, I had said in my last broadcast I was going to do a 30-day challenge on a health and wellness challenge starting January 7th. I'm going to boost that up. because I really want to get people to join and to do this with me. It's going to be a 30-day challenge on health and wealth. We're going to do this with devotionals. We are going to journal. We're going to work on diet. We're going to work on our money. We're going to learn ways to grow our money and help each other. We are going to learn ways to help each other with our diets. We don't know what's coming, if there's famine coming or whatever, more illnesses. We need to take care of ourselves. We've got to take care of our health. We've got to take care of our wealth. We have to know how to stretch our dollars. We have to know how to stretch our food. We have to learn how to go without and learn how to eat better so that we're satiated and we're not hungry all the time. So with that, I'm going to give you some tips tonight. I will not be on too long. And if you are on watching, I don't know if you're here, so feel free to comment and then I'll know you're here. Say hello, say Happy New Year, whatever it might be, whatever platform you're on. Just say Happy New Year or something so I know you're here. But with that, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to whatever part of the world you're watching me from. So some of the tips I want to share are some simple tips. A lot of you right now are probably feeling pretty bloated, feel like garbage, maybe a little bit of joint pain if you have autoimmune issues going on after the holidays. You probably splurged on lots of cookies and cakes and ice cream and pies, all that kind of good stuff. So first and foremost, the number one thing you can do to start getting rid of that bloated feeling, just start drinking a lot of water. Start flushing out your system. It'll make you feel energized, make you feel full, and just flush everything out, first and foremost. Number 2, just start eating a little bit more fruit instead of the cookies, snacks, crackers, cookies, snacks, ice cream, pies, whatever it might be that you're eating over the holidays. If you eat fruit, that's going to help with your sugar cravings. I will caution you, some people eat fruit and they just crave more sugar. That wasn't the case with me. In my case, I just needed to get the right kind of sugars in my body so I wouldn't crave the other kinds. I wouldn't be wanting them for breakfast. I wouldn't be wanting cookies for breakfast or Frosted Flakes for breakfast or Danishes or whatever, cakes, pies. That I crave that stuff when I get up. So start to substitute a little bit of fruit once in a while instead of those cookies and snacks and all that kind of stuff. Because we gain about 8 pounds, believe it or not, from Halloween, Thanksgiving till Christmas. So now you have to start moving. So number 3, exercise. Start exercising. Get outside and walk if you can. I know it's getting colder in a lot of different climates. But if you can, get a little bit of walking out there. If it is freezing where you are, another option. I know when I lived in Massachusetts, they have walking clubs in the mall. So you can walk in the mall with some other people. You can, they do this before like the stores open, like early mornings. So if you're an early morning person, but you're not a cold weather person, that's an option. Another option is you can walk in, certain hospitals have like a lot of walking area. We had a hospital in Massachusetts. I had a great area for walking. A lot of the elderly would walk around that area. My mom did it until she was just not feeling well enough to do it anymore. But she used to do that. So if you don't like the cold or you can't deal with the traffic, you don't have a great place to walk, even if the weather's okay, those are some options. Find a mall, find a hospital, something like that. That can help get you moving. If you absolutely don't want to go in a mall or you don't want to go outside or anything, you can always get a cheap, they have these like little treadmills. They're not the real expensive ones. Could do that. You can get one with handles or you can get one without. They're not too expensive. You could get something like that or the rebounder that gets the lymph system moving. I had one, but of course I gave it up when I moved. I had a treadmill too, and I gave that up when I moved. But I'm thankful because I have a beautiful area to go walking in. I have, like, I'm around a lake and it's just gorgeous here. And it is getting a little bit colder here too. It's winter. I'm in North Carolina, for those of you who don't know. Um, but those are some options. So get your water in, start flushing things out, start replacing the snacks and the cookies and the ice cream for a little bit of fruit. Oops, let me plug this in. Sorry, guys. Oh, dear. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh. All right, hang on. I gotta plug you in. Okay, do this very carefully. All right, sorry about that, everyone. My my phone was dying, so I had to charge it back in, and my phone was on the holder was on the cord goes in the other side, so I had to flip it around. So I'm so sorry. Anyway, so as I was saying, um, get some walking in. You can do that. And if you want to do it in your home, get a treadmill, get something simple that you know you'll use. Don't spend thousands of dollars on equipment. I've done that, been there. Just get something you know you'll use. Even some rubber bands, they're really cheap. You can start working with those. And if you don't want to spend anything at all, guess what? You can use gallons of water as weights. If that's too heavy, use like a can of peas as weights and just start with that. When you start using your muscles in your body, like start doing weightlifting, just light weightlifting, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. That burns your metabolism. That gets your metabolism going and you burn more fat. Who doesn't like that? And it even happens, once you start doing that, it even happens when you're at rest. So, that is really a great thing. Another thing that helps you burn fat, believe it or not, is spicy foods, things that are spicy. So salsas, stuff like that. So get organic chips if you still need to eat chips, and have salsa with it instead of a fatty dip, or instead of like salty potato chips that are just crap. Get organic chips instead. Swap it out. Not saying to eat those every single day, because even organic chips are not the best for you, but it's a better option. Okay? Not saying they're the best, but it's a better option. If you can do it, this didn't work for me, not gonna lie, but it does for some people. Swap out a little bit of hummus with cauliflower instead of chips. It still has crunch. Or swap out broccoli or celery, with a little bit of hummus instead of chips and dip, if that works for you. Some people aren't quite ready for that big swap. I wasn't either. But if you are, you're still getting some crunch. And I will caution you, if you have a little bit of digestive issues, steam the broccoli a little bit first, or the broccoli or cauliflower. That'll help you digest it a little bit better. Don't steam it to death, because then who the heck wants that with dip? It's not going to be crunchy. Just a little lightly steamed, and it will help you digest it better. So what other tips do I have for you? Fiber. Fiber fills you up. So now, if you get more fiber in your diet, some beans, some brown rice, Oats, good oats, not laced with a lot of sugar. That's going to fill you up and you're not going to crave all those unhealthy foods. Let's see. Eating carbs and protein. Now, I will caution you, there is such a thing as proper food combining. So, getting carbs and protein helps saturate you better, like you're not craving more carbs and more sugar. However, for some people, certain combinations, like fruit with nuts, for example, sometimes certain proteins and carbs don't go great for people with digestive issues because they digest at different times. So I will caution you, if you find that you eat a protein with a carb and your stomach's kind of like in a knot, that might be why. Things do digest at different times. So there's a thing called proper food combining. So that's just something to be aware of. Some people can do this and they're fine. Other people, not so much. So I had my issues with proper food combining that I've talked about on other shows. I combined rice with Brazilian nuts. I thought it was actually wild rice, which is hard to digest. And I just thought, ooh, this will taste good. Well, tasted great, but my stomach didn't like it. They digested at different times. I was in pain for 8 hours. So just want to caution you on certain food combining if you have digestive problems. It is a thing. Some people have stomachs of steel and it doesn't bother them. Other people, not so much. Let's see. What other quick tips can I give you? Just getting sunshine is going to give you vitamin D. So if you can get outside and walk, and there is a lot of illnesses out there. So if you're in schools all day, like maybe you're a teacher or whatever, whatever your profession is, if you're in an office, you're in a closed-in building, even a home, getting sunshine is going to build your immune system. It gives you vitamin D. So also getting oxygen also helps, your mental clarity. You're going to be able to focus better. You'll be in a better mood by getting sunshine. So that's really helpful. So those are some tips. If you do have troubles like losing weight, for example, get yourself some really good quality digestive enzymes. If you need suggestions, reach out to me. You can get a hold of me by Instagram Messenger, Facebook Messenger, or you can go on the website, enrichyourhealth.com. And if you're listening, it's enrichyourhealth.com. You can go on the website and text me, and I will give you some suggestions, some good quality probiotics. Because there's tons out there, but it doesn't mean they're good quality and they're going to work for you. Not just probiotics, but digestive enzymes. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Digestive enzymes, because most of the times those will carry things like bromelain, papain, things that help digest the proteins, the fats, and the carbs for you. So if you're finding you're really bloated from all this stuff you've been eating, then you definitely want to get a good quality digestive enzyme that'll help you digest some of those things that you've been eating and get you back on track. Getting more greens in your diet, GREENS, that will also help with the sugar cravings. It'll help level your blood sugar and you won't crave as much sugar by getting more greens in. So you want like kale, piece of hair right here, more kale, more spinach, even a little bit of romaine lettuce, mixed greens, collard greens, things like that. Getting these greens, it's also good for your blood. Lots of nutrients in greens. Just be careful, if you are on any blood thinners or anything like that, you do want to be careful of those types of things. You want to get more vitamin C in your diet too, with all these illnesses going around. get more fruit in your diet just for that reason alone. You'll find that that will help with the sniffles and all of that because you're getting the vitamin C and you're boosting the immune system. You want zinc as well for the immune system. You can get zinc in strawberries. So that's really helpful. Let's see. So hopefully these are some good tips to start getting you back on track. Again, we are going to do this challenge starting February 1st. Please invite people, share this. I think it's going to be, awesome because it's everything we need. We need to take control of our lives so we can do what God has called us to do. We can't do what God has called us to do if we're too tired. I did mention in the preview of this video tonight, we are going to make declarations tonight. So I want you, if you are at home and you are suffering from some sort of illness, I want you to declare over yourself, whatever it might be. Cancer, this is God's body. I am a child of God. Cancer cannot live in God's body. Whatever it is, Lyme disease, autoimmune, call it out. It comes out, it starts now. In the name of Jesus, call it out. Does not live in your body from today on. I want you to start calling these out. I want you to start looking at the emotional aspect of your illness if you are home ill and watching this, or you know somebody who is. Where did this illness begin? What happened in your life? Were you going through a divorce? Were you going through a bad, like you hated your job? You had financial troubles. Maybe you wanted someone to take care of you for a change. And these are not things we think of on a conscious level. Believe me, I didn't sit up at night and say, I want to have multiple food allergies. But I know why I developed them, because I was working in a job. If you don't know me, I was a dispatcher in a prison for 22 years. My body just gave out. It was like, if you don't quit, I'm going to quit for you. That was the reason for me. Everybody's different. Ask yourself, what was going on in your life when you started to become ill? Lots of times it's stress. Is it a job? Is it a marriage? Is it maybe you don't have a significant other? Life's too stressful because you're alone and you're single and trying to handle it all. Maybe you're a single mom. Whatever the reason is, start to journal that. Like I said, we are going to do journaling in February. So start thinking of these things so that we can share. We're going to share ways that we can stretch $1. We're going to share ways to, just share some recipes with each other, how we can help each other stay on track, habit tracking. Some of us, I know I have troubles going to sleep at night at a decent hour because I worked 3 to 11 for a lot of years. Well, one of the things I want to change is going to sleep earlier and getting up earlier so I can get a few things done in the morning before we start my full-time job. So I'm going to do this with you. So doing these things in this challenge, we're going to change our habits, and we can help each other. We can cheer each other on so you're not alone. So those are some things I wanted to share for the new year. I don't want to be like all cliche, like new year, new you. This is just to get us on track and write the vision and make it plain. Start now. What is it you want to change in 2023? What didn't happen in 2022? Or maybe 2022 and before that? And take a look at why it's not happening. Is it just because you're just overwhelmed? There's too much going on in your life and just can't do it all. Or you are battling an illness, but there's things you want to do and you can't do them. There's lots of reasons, fear of success, fear of failure, we sabotage ourselves all the time. We always say, oh, we're going to lose weight. I mean, let's face it. The biggest New Year's resolution is, I'm going to lose weight, right? Or, I don't know. There's so many. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to quit smoking. Those are the cliche ones. But this year, not only do we want to do some of the cliche, but this is to get us going for the rest of the year and beyond, So I just want to see us all succeed, have prosperous, joyful, peaceful lives, not live a life of suffering, not live a life of paycheck to paycheck, because we need to be able to stretch our dollars so that we can bless others. And that's my biggest hope to do, is to be able to bless others. So with that, I'm not going to be too long-winded tonight. I think we'll probably just go about a half an hour. So once again, we do have some amazing guests coming up. I'm excited. I have somebody from the deaf community coming in. I can't wait to interview her. I think sometimes the deaf community is very much ignored. So I really am excited to interview her and her challenges and overcomings of that. And then the next week after that, we have a person who's on the autism spectrum and his challenges and how he's overcome that and what he's doing with that. So I can't wait to share these guests with all of you, but I need more. I want to fill this calendar for the year, so you've got to help me. People need your stories, whether you're a spouse, a mom, a doctor, a nurse, an alternative practitioner, person out there that's going through something. I know plenty of people with Lyme disease. Your stories need to come out. That people need to hear them, what you're going through, your struggles, but not only your struggles, but your wins. How did you figure things out? How are you coping with it? What are you doing to feel better? What people need these stories. So I can't say it enough. So with that, make sure you're giving Elevation TV Network some love. Make sure you're going over to YouTube. If you're not on that platform now, you go to Elevation TV Network, subscribe, like their videos, and then go to my YouTube channel that I'm just getting going on and subscribe to that and like some of the videos there. And anything you want coming in the new year, you're looking for. If you're looking for a membership program, what is it that I can do to help you with your health? I need to know what you need. Do you need more recipes, more practitioners to help you? I don't know. You need to tell me so I can help you. So with that, I'm going to end the broadcast tonight. We're only going to go half an hour, but I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody. I wanted to give you some tips because I know a lot of people are probably feeling like garbage right now. Last but not least, if you are dealing with joint pain, I don't think I went over any of this, so let me go over that. Eliminate the gluten. Eat anti-inflammatory foods. Swap out iodized salt for Himalayan pink sea salt. And don't eat spicy foods. That will aggravate joint pain. So, and dairy. Dairy will also aggravate it. Those are some quick tips. If you're really, really suffering from it, please reach out to me, and then I can do customized recipes for you and really get you back on track. But those are some quick tips. Eliminate the gluten, obviously processed foods, but definitely gluten, dairy, and then eat anti-inflammatory foods. That'll start to eliminate some of that joint pain as well. So that was the one thing I didn't mention. I do see somebody here. I was going to end the broadcast. If you want to say hello, come on and just say hello. I don't know who that is, but welcome. So I was just offering some quick tips. I was just going to end the broadcast, just giving some quick tips of the new year, just letting everybody know that I am going to be doing a challenge in February called your Health and Wealth Challenge. It's going to be 30 days. We're going to do devotionals, prayer, scripture, the whole 9 yards. Our diets, our money, everything. And we are going to do that with devotionals because I think it's important. All right, so whoever was on has just dropped off. But I do want to thank everybody for watching, especially if you're on the replay, because I know people will come on the replay and watch me later. So I want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going over to the YouTube channels for both Elevation TV Network and myself. And not just subscribe to Elevation TV Network, but make sure you check out some of these other broadcasters, because oh my goodness, some of them are so inspiring and so motivating. I wish I could tell you who you're gonna love, but you'll just love them all. Especially Shawnee, because she's the one who owns this network and got me on here, so I'm thankful to her. So make sure you're watching Shawnee, Shanie. She's got a lot of broadcasts, and she's the one who runs this whole show on Elevation TV Network. So when you see the name Shawnee, make sure you're watching her first and foremost. So with that, I am going to end the broadcast now. So please reach out to me. You can get in touch with me at 508-330-9665. You can text me and we can set up a time to talk if there's any way I can help you. But yeah, I'm looking to collaborate with other practitioners too, so I can get some of my digital recipes and ebooks to your clients or patients, because I know there's tons of people out there that need simple recipes because they are suffering from food allergies, food sensitivities, or autoimmune. I mean, I just found a group that has 60,000 people in it that have to eat gluten-free. I know you're out there. So I need all of you to help me help these people. So with that, Happy New Year, everyone. We will see you next Sunday with our special guest. So I hope you'll be here. Thank you for being on. Thank you to the replayers. And we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.